Officially welcome everybody here. Thanks for being here tonight. There's so many people that have come here that do not live in the state of Arizona. They came from all over, from Florida, from Maryland, from just Ohio,
Vegas,
from everywhere. And so we're just so happy that, you know, they all took the time to come out here. Let's just pretend for a moment that what you're going to hear tonight is going to just make that huge impact that you've been looking for this year. For a lot of people, this year's been pretty depressing. They want a do-over, a redo of 2020. I say that a setback to set up for a comeback, and for us, and a lot of people in here, we definitely are on the comeback phase, and it's just awesome. We're so happy. If you talk to anybody that's part of this already, we're very excited. We've never seen anything like this. We have a huge honor to have the owner of APL Go here in our presence. He's going to do a little talking tonight. Tina and Kauri is going to talk as well. So sit back and relax. If you have any questions, which you might, we're happy to answer those at the end of the presentation, and we'll get started.
All right, thanks. So welcome everyone. How many of you thought 2020 was pretty crappy until about 6 weeks ago, and now you think it's the best year ever? Okay. And if you're new, you don't know why that is yet, but you will find out. And that's what we're here to talk about tonight. So I'm going to invite you here to hear about this little secret that we have found, this Eastern European secret that's so hush-hush here in the United States. It's actually a new company that just launched about 8 weeks ago. We've been researching it for about, 10, 11 weeks now, and just been mind blown by the professionalism, the credibility of this product, this company. So how many of you tried one of our drops on your way in the door? Okay, our guests all had one. Great. Well, we have a product called a DNA drop, and it's produced from negative ions. How many of you are familiar with negative ions? Okay, a lot. Okay, I'll kind of sum it up like this. How many of you have ever tried to lose weight? Okay, that's everybody, right? Okay, just about. And how many of you know that when you try to lose weight, if you put more calories in your body and work out less, it's much more harder. But if you eat less and work out more, it kind of drops right up, right? That's kind of how it works. It's the same thing with positive ions and negative ions, right? Positive ions are the stress that we feel, the microwave, our phones, you know, all these things, the processed food, the smoke, the smog, the traffic, the oxidative stress, all these things that we just see every day are putting positive ions in our body. Well, positive ions create stress, and they create weight gain. They create things like oxidation in your body. They create an unhealthy gut, right? All these issues are created from too many positive ions in your body. So negative ions counteract that. So where do you find negative ions? At the beach. Kind of shit out of luck in Arizona on that one. We don't get to go to the beach every day. Waterfalls, where waves are crashing against each other. Sometimes our little koi pond makes some fluffy, watery sounds. It makes you kind of feel the negative ions in the air. But it's that energy you feel when you go on vacation, or you're taking a hike, or you're walking on the beach, and you're like, it just feels better here, right? There's something in the air, and you can't really describe it. It's just that thing. Those are negative ions.
after rain.
After a rain, right? Walking on fresh cut grass. Okay, negative ions in there, right? And all that does is that puts the antioxidants in your body that you need to combat all the free radicals we deal with every day without even realizing. Does that make sense? So that's what our product is all about. It's about taking that negative ion energy and putting it into a drop that you can take every day and feel great on a daily basis. How does that sound? Pretty good? So I'm like 8 slides ahead of myself. I'll try to keep up. So we are introducing the world's first negative ion technology DNA drop. Okay? And how it's created, like I said, the Earth is supercharged by electricity, by lightning storms. 8 million times a day? Some ridiculous number, right? 8 million times a day. Lightning hits the Earth, and it charges the Earth with that negative ion energy that grows up through our plants. And as we eat the plants and the herbs and the minerals, those negative ions get into our body. How many of you spend all day eating fruits and vegetables that are super healthy and organic and right? 1 out of 50 of us. There's one, Joanna. She's the one. But other than that, you know what? There really isn't a great way to get that much nutritional input in your body because the soils are depleted, right? A lot of the soils, do you know that apples, if you buy an apple at the store, when is it the most nutritious? When it's right on the tree, and then you pick it, and what happens? The nutrition starts to deplete. Do you know that Safeway and these grocery stores don't even have to have that apple on the shelf for 3.5 weeks by law? How much nutrition do you think is in that apple by the time you actually eat it? Like, so little. So what if you could put that kind of nutrition in your body every single day in a super easy candy? Hey, how many of you like sucking on candy all day? I'm up for that. How many of you like eating broccoli all day? That's right. That's why we're happy. And we've had a great 8 weeks here because we get to teach people how to suck on candy and be nutritious at the same time, right? So let's talk about this. What are these little drops going to do for you when you start taking them? Now I'm all worried about the camera. Am I blocking this? Am I blocking the thing? Okay. Mood balancing, energy, preventing oxidation, improving cell metabolism, enhancing immune function, balancing your nervous system, improving digestion. Do any of these look good to you guys?
Amen.
Like all of them, right? Who wouldn't want all of these massive benefits? Improving your intercellular communication. I don't even know what that means, but it sure sounds good. I want my cells talking to each other, all working on the same plane, right? What about accelerated healing? And it's in a mucosal delivery system. Let me tell you why we're different. Why we're different than other companies that have supplements that you swallow. Juices, gels, supplements, gummies, all those, because those go through your digestive system. So how much nutrition do you think you get when it has to go all the way through your digestive system first? Not as much as if mucosal, you put it on your tongue, it dissipates and goes right up to your brain, right into your bloodstream, and you start feeling it instantly. That's why we call this instant gratification nutrition. It's quick, it's easy, it's safe, it's convenient, and it's very unique. And we just launched here in the United States about 8 weeks ago. Although the company's 8.5 years old out of Eastern Europe, we're fortunate enough to work directly with the company themselves. Mr. Sergey Kulikov is here with us tonight, so we're going to let him speak. That's why I'm speaking really fast. I got to get it all out before he comes up. But we have 15 varieties, so all of those benefits that you saw, that's in all of our drops, every single one of them. But each of these 15 also do something a little bit special on top of that. So we're going to go over just a few of them. This is my favorite picture. When I like to talk about this, all you got to do is do this and hand it to somebody. They're going to pick the drops every day, every time. They're never going to say, oh, give me that handful of supplement that I got to choke down. Never, right? So let's talk about our daily collection. We've got growth for immunity, extra immune support. How many of you have heard the word immunity on the news in the last 24 hours? How about every day for the last 24 hours, the last 8 months, right? Isn't that on everybody's mind? How do I keep my immune system boosted as high as it can possibly be? This is the product. And we've got GTS Get Strength for activated strength and stamina. This is great for people who like to work out. You need that strength and stamina all day, great for all day long energy. We've got Norm, blood sugar regulation. Okay, a lot of people looking for that. Power for men, power for women. I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm going to let Sergey say something about that. Okay, the men will talk about that one. I will pass on talking about that one. But you know, we women need a certain amount of nutrients, and so do the men. Relax. You know, if you were on our first training call with us about a month ago, you saw Kelly fall asleep on a webinar because he took it and we went like this while we were giving the presentation. It works really, really well for people who have anxiety, stress, and need to sleep and get better sleep. Slide is movement, move with ease for people that work out, joint pains. It's also great for free bones. And stop, we call it stop as to stop the pain, right? Because headaches, any pain that you have that kind of comes on sudden, you want to get rid of just even faster, that's the product for you. Then we have a Premier collection. We have a Premier collection alternate. It's for breathing, allergies and asthma. In fact, I'm going to ask Chris to say something about this one. Chris this morning woke up and said, my sinuses, I'm just feeling like, Chris, where'd you flying from? Indianapolis. A little different here in Arizona. The air's a little different here, right? You agree? So he woke up this morning and said, something's going on here, just it's like not working for me. And then I gave him, I said, try this, and then what? Within 10 minutes, what happened?
First I was sipping the coffee that I had. I think this might be there just a little bit. Because it was like almost instant. I had a massive headache at 2 a.m. Getting cleared up. It was pretty wild. I'm been a believer that they knocked me out. It helps to relax, but that was pretty cool.
That worked on your sinuses and breathing easier. But then it was about 10 minutes later. So HPR, gentle detox, heart, for a healthy heart. Now, like I said, some of these are instant gratification nutrition. You feel it like, man. Some of them not so much, right? Like this one. I take this one every day because I know particularly that my DNA says I need heart support. Does it make me feel better every day? No. But you know what? Putting oil in my car doesn't make me feel better either. It doesn't make my car feel different. I just know if I don't put it in there, it's going to break, right? Well, I don't want my heart to break, so I take this every day. Multi-spectrum is great for gut health, and ice is for digestion. I think, look, that's the one we're missing, because I think everyone in this room at some point the weekend with the drinking and the eating has tried an ice to relax that feeling of digestion, a little tummy discomfort. Reflux too, yep. Then we've got 2 Premier Plus. Beauty, clearly, that's the winner. That's the winner product. It's fantastic. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And brain. I'll tell you what, this is the favorite one with our kids. For you too, brain. Because then now that they're not in school and they have to sit in front of the computer for 5 hours a day, it's like within 10 minutes, they're like, I can't concentrate, all over the place, right? Mental focus like you'd never believe with this product here. So let's go over a couple of them. We talked about relax. These are the ingredients. So we have a slide like this for each of our products. The benefits, the ingredients, and a little testimony. So if you're new here and you want to read all of the products, we're happy to send you the slide deck that has all of these. Here's the brain. Look at all those amazing products. And they're not things, they're not ingredients that you're going to be like, what's that, right? These are all common ingredients. And you know some of these. You like green tea, we know that's great for your brain. Water hyssop, bilberry, all really good products for brain health, cognitive, performance, and mental and alertness. Slide for joints, a favorite at the gyms. You know, and people ask, do you take all 15 of these every day? No, I don't take, there's like 5, 4 or 5 that I take every day, without a doubt, would never not take it. This one I only take when I go to the gym. So I've not taken it yet. But I will. When I go to the gym, that's the one I'm taking. Because I've heard really good things about it for joint pain. Beauty. I love this product. It just, you know, I take it and it gives me energy like the other products do, but there's something, and I know this is going to sound weird, but I feel like my skin is softer. Like I just feel like when I put my makeup on, it's just a little bit textured. Like the texture's getting a little better. I love that it fights against free radical damage, cellular renewal, and maintains elasticity. Isn't that what we all want, right? Maintain that elasticity as our skin grows. Ice for digestion. We talked about that one. And grow. Here's what I love about this one. Hair vitality and nail growth. So I went into a salon the other day and I said, hey, if people's nails grew bigger and faster, would you make more money? The guy goes, of course. I said, you should start carrying this product. He goes, what is it? He took a box. He said, come back next week. Who wouldn't want that hairstyle? Why would you want their hair to grow faster? I'm not a fan of the hair growth because I like my short. And now I'm getting to cut more often and color. It's costing me a little bit more, but it's okay because it's also for vision. And I feel like I'm seeing a little better, which is more important, right? So this is an amazing product. Is everyone in the room who's on the product? Do you guys, is this one you guys take every day? Yes. Yeah, but everyone in the room every day. This is one of my everyday, never miss it. So we own our own lab and manufacturing facility. It's in Moldova. Those product ships here. We are open in 30 countries. We have 14 distribution centers. We are shipping all over the United States. It all comes within, what, 2 to 3 days, which is mind-blowing. There's a flat $10 shipping rate no matter what package you start with, no matter how big or how small your order is, which is fantastic. That's less than I can ship stuff to my son off of college, right? A box of cookies costs me 20 bucks. Our products are the real deal. We have FDA registrations. They're kosher. They're halal. I don't know what that is. Everyone else seems to think it's important, so I always say it. Halal, which means it's beyond organic. We are gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, great products with the proof to back them up. These are our founders, Sergey and Olga. You're going to meet Sergey here in a little bit, and he's going to tell you a little bit more about how he founded this company and what he sees the vision of this company is here now that he's launched here in the United States. So I'm going to have Kari come up. He is our liaison between corporate and field, and he's going to talk a little bit about our pay plan, how to become a customer, how to become a rep, because we are looking to expand all over the United States. And we need to expand fast. We got to get this in product in everyone's hands. Because if this half of the room, who all said the last 6 weeks was better than the first 6 months of the year, why wouldn't everybody want that, right? So Kari, would you come up and tell a little bit about?
Good evening. I'm so excited to be here. I just wanted, before I jump into my half of the presentation, I want to thank Ian and Kelly and all of you for coming out and making this possible. If you're brand new to the industry, you're very lucky to be here. I've been a corporate executive for many years with many different companies, as well as a top field leader, and rarely do the elements combine to give you what you're going to see tonight. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to lead this with a very quick story. I am a associate as well. A couple of weeks ago, I went to my computer to look at my commissions, right? Pop it on, see what it is. And it came up and I just sat there and I stared at it. And I said to my wife who was downstairs making Sunday dinner, I said, Jen, you might want to come upstairs and just come into the office for a second. She goes, why? I'm making dinner. I said, come on upstairs. She came upstairs and my kids will describe a scream that happened on the second floor of my house. This is an amazing compensation plan. It is meant to pay distributors. Why? Because it was created by a founder who was a distributor who built a very efficient business, a business where he could reward a lot of people on margins and just the way he's created the company. So I'm going to share with you the opportunity of APO Go. And I'm going to start off by saying this as well. In my opinion, the most important component of the compensation plan is actually the product. If you have a good product, you will fuel the compensation plan. If your product is not very good, your compensation plan will pay you for about 8 to 12 months, and it'll fall apart. So we're very fortunate to have a front-end, very powerful product that works and is a new category creator, new to market. We are telling a new story, and that should excite you, that we're not going out and talking about something people have heard 1,000 times, right? So I get really excited about new stories, about being able to tell people something new that's happening in the industry, especially pertaining to health, because I love the health and fitness area. So we have 3 types of customers. First is just an average customer. You share your opportunity, you share your link. When you sign up for the $25, you check the conditions, you accept it. You can share your link. If anybody signs up, or not signs up, if anybody purchases product, you're going to make 30% of that purchase. These are customers. Our preferred customers are customers who are on an auto ship. They get 10% off because they order online. They get an additional 10% off on their very first order, right? So they save that, and now they get a monthly auto ship of product sent to their home. Remember, these are customers. These are not people who are working the business. Our goal is to build a gigantic customer base. Can we do it with this product line? Absolutely. The picture that Tina loves is actually my daughter. I had her come upstairs one day and I said, hold these pills and hold this product. And we took a picture, and to me, when I see it, I think we have choices. This is a wonderful choice for people to be able to choose another way of nutrition. And finally, we have prime customers. Now, people ask, why do we have prime customers? The reason that we do it is because we want to draw the distinction between regular customers and associates, because we do not want the FTC regulating us and saying, you guys are illegal. That's why we created prime customers. Now, prime customers also enjoy a 20 to 50% off savings when they purchase products. So it's a really good thing to get into if they don't want to join the company, but they want to buy lots of products and share them with friends and family. Okay? And also have other customers. Okay. Okay. This is one of the most exciting things. Did we go over this already?
Yes.
I think I'm going the wrong way. Am I go this way? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so 2 ways of signing up. You can become a customer or an ambassador. To become an ambassador is $25. And look, for 25 bucks, you get to leverage the whole system. You don't have to own anything, but you get to leverage everything. That's how wealthy people create wealth. They own nothing and they leverage everything. Does that make sense? Because if it shows up, the forklift in the company shows up on your tax form, you're going to get taxed on it, right? The warehouse shows up on your tax form, you're going to get taxed on it. APL Go takes care of all of this. So you can leverage all of their wealth, but not own any of it, not get taxed on it, but you can leverage it with your customers and building your team. So there's 6 different options to come in at that we like to start with. You can become a $100 Go Kit promoter all the way up to the $3,000 Diamond Kit. Now, here's what I'm going to say about this. A lot of people don't have $3,000. And if you guys have been listening to the radio or on television, you know that we're living at a very difficult time. Unemployment's through the roof right now. A lot of homeowners on deferment plans right now because of COVID. That's all going to be wearing off in the next month or two. It's going to get real for a lot of people. So with an opportunity like this, you have an ability to go talk to people and say, you know what? I don't know if you've ever had a plan B, but maybe you don't even have a plan A. Let's talk about this, okay? So $100 promoter, $200, $400, all the way to $3,000. The 3,000 status, these are called statuses. The 3,000 status gives you a lot of advantages in our compensation plan. It really means like when you join a lot of network marketing companies, sometimes you have to work really hard for a year to get to the diamond type of rank. Even though this is a status, once you achieve it, the comp plan opens up to you in incredible ways. And your grandfather, which means you don't have to keep buying that amount every single month. Get it once and you're grandfathered for the rest of your time, the rest of your life, okay? I think that's really, really exciting. Moving on, why network marketing? I will say this. I was 8 years old when I was pouring aloe vera juice in a hall in Hawaii. My parents were entrepreneurs. And my job was to pour the juice and watch people drink. And I used to watch them go buy and drink. If you've ever had aloe vera juice, unflavored, it's horrible, right? But my dad would be like, hey, but it's good for you. You know, you should buy it. And say, I don't want to buy this stuff. What an amazing product line that we have. It's healthy and it's good for you. Network marketing works. It works here in the United States. It works all around the world. And to give you kind of guys an idea of where you're at, we are the tip of the spear for the rest of the world. The companies in Eastern Europe, Russia, primarily the CIS countries, we are the tip of the spear for every market outside of that market. That should excite you. What does global leverage feel like? Anybody know what global leverage feels like? It feels like this. My first company, we got a couple of distributors in Scotland. I didn't know anybody in Scotland, but somebody that I knew somebody who lived in Scotland, right? That's how it works. So this guy named, what's his name? Josh. Anyway, Josh signs up in Scotland, and we'd go to bed at night, and while we were sleeping, I could hear back in those days, I'm a little older, fax machine. Fax machine would go off at night, right? I wake up, 5 new apps. I'm like, I got 5 apps. But the most important thing was, these people are in Scotland, so while I'm sleeping, my business is growing and growing and growing. That's what we call global leverage. Global leverage is a beautiful thing. With all the countries available right in front of you, you have an incredible opportunity to go out and make something happen. But you've got to open your mouth. How do you open your mouth? You get excited by trying our products. You have an experience. Your experience with this product will fuel your business. So network marketing works because it allows average people like me to do above average things. Everybody in my family thought I was a failure. So I'm the only non-college grad. I'm just gonna tell you that. But over the course of my earnings in my business, I've done okay. You know, I don't rub it in with my brothers and sisters who told me I was wasting my time because I believed in myself and I believed in the industry. And I'm sure you do as well. Okay, so 14 global offices, that's important, right? We're not just telling people to sign up. We have the infrastructure to support them in all of these markets, meaning we have a warehouse, we're actively shipping, we have an office, we have people that work there to make sure that they're good, right? What you don't want to do is bring people into a business and there's no infrastructure. So it's all there, and we're constantly expanding. A couple of things about the company. You can see them. I don't have to read them all. This, to me, is indicative of who APL Go is. $4 million in giveaways on luxury items as gifts to associates. Sergey talked about giving away 47 cars. That's crazy. 47 cars. I mean, I've heard of people giving away like 3 cars. But 47, you have a man that loves the industry. He loves network marketing. He loves working with people. Okay, 11 ways to earn. I'm going to go through them really quickly because some of you might get it all and some of you won't. It took me like 2 years to figure this stuff out. But here's the beautiful thing. You don't have to understand all of it. Why? Because the computer tracks it for you. All you have to understand is share the opportunity, share a testimonial, enroll people, put them on the left or put them on the right, encourage a bigger pack so they can get diamond status, and you're good. The computer will take care of everything else. So don't feel like you have to understand everything, because you don't. And don't waste your time like, beating your head against the wall, looking at the stuff. I promise you in time, you'll understand how it works. So I'm going to go through very, very briefly. We talked about the Go Kits that are available. Basically, this is our fast start bonus. If I sign up Kelly comes in with a $400 Go Kit, I'm going to get paid 15% of that, or $60. Pretty simple, right? Simple math. Look at the amounts. Here's what we pay. Number 2. This is a new term called a ninary. Some of you may have heard of binary, right? There's a couple of reasons why we call it a ninary. One, binaries are illegal in many countries. I don't know if you know that. So if we're going to be a global company, we can't call ourselves a binary because we're really not a binary. This is what I call a front end. And to explain how that would work, imagine having a bicycle and trying to get up a hill. Many of you guys are old and you realize if you've got a gear, you're going to gear down or gear up. What's more appropriate? Gear down. You're going to gear down so the sprocket's easy to turn it, right? This compensation plan has basically 2 gears. It has a front gear to gear up, meaning that when you get started, you don't want to get in trying to turn that sprocket and it's huge. You want the small gear so it goes really quickly. This is how this compensation plan is built. The front end is this hybrid ninary. Hybrid basically means there's 2 gears. A ninary means that you can build up to 9 legs wide. So when you come in, it's really simple. This is you're going to build a left and a right team. That's it. As you progress in the comp plan, you're going to have the option to open up a 3rd leg, then a 4th leg, then a 5th leg, then a 6th leg, up to 8 other legs besides your power leg. So people ask me, what is a power leg? A power leg is your leg with the greatest amount of volume on it. So if I start building this leg right here, you can see it's got 2160. That is my power leg. But what if I have 4 other legs and they're all below 2160? Then all those other 4 legs are all my pay legs. Isn't that great? To have multiple pay legs. Now, this comp plan maxes at $10,000 pay a week per leg. So you're going to max this, I want to say at $80,000 a month. Excuse me, $80,000 a week. I want to say that it's around that area, okay? But the point is it's very lucrative because of our reward system and how we pay out. Now, depending on my status, I can make anywhere between 10 to 30% per week on any of my paid leg or paid legs in that case. Does that make sense? 10 to 30. Now, I'm going to give you a comparison. Most companies, their leaders are earning around 15 to 18 to 20% every single week. That's what the leaders are making in most companies. We open up to 30%. You see how lucrative that is? That's really, really exciting. So when I saw that, I was like, man, how can we afford to do that? That was my first concern. But we can, and we're doing it. And remember, this is an 8.5-year-old company. It's not a company that launched 3 weeks ago, we hope works. This comp plan has been vetted out for many, many years, and that should give you comfort. Okay, this is a monster. This one right here. This one really gets me excited because everybody that I personally bring into the tree, let's say, can I get, what's your name?
Sherry.
Sherry, can you come on up? And your name? Kim, can you come on up? Sherry and Kim. If I bring in Sherry into my business, she is now front line to me, okay? I enroll her. Now Sherry enrolls Kim. Kim is now front line to Sherry, and she's second line to me. Does that make sense? So we build what we call levels. These are levels. In this compensation plan, everybody that I put into the tree, left or right, it doesn't matter. They all belong to me personally, all my personals. That is my first level. So if I hit a manager rank, I'm going to get a 20% check match on all of my personals every single week if I'm a manager or above. Does that make sense? Isn't that fun? It's absolutely exciting. So if I were to go out and get 15 or 20 people that I bring into the business and they're building, and I can check match each of them 20% a week, is that leverage? That's incredible leverage. That's how wealth is created. Thank you, guys. Okay, and as we go on, my second level, right, 20, all the way down. So I can earn up to 7 levels depending on my rank. So you've got to hit ranks to open up these gates even more. So I hope that makes sense to you. Moving on, example of potential earnings. I am not familiar with this slide, but here you go. Looks good to me. So basically, we're showing 5 months out, the amount of people. Looks like 4 who get 4. Yeah, 4 who get 4. Fast starting income. You guys mapped this up pretty good. Is that you, Kelly? Did you map out this pay structure?
Tina did.
Oh, Tina, you did a good job. I'll have to get that slide for me sometime. Okay. Monthly qualifications. So we're talking about different ranks, right? I want to talk about this really quickly. If you come in, or once you achieve the status of diamond, you are grandfathered as a managing director. These are actual ranks. The other ones are statuses. There's a difference. You don't have to know this all right away, but I just want to share with you that once you hit diamond, you are locked in at this rank, meaning that you have a responsibility of having $100 of PV of personal volume every single month, right? And you need to have $5,000 on your pay legs total in volume, and you need to have you need to have 2 directors. So what are directors? You go here, and here's the requirements for a director. You need 2 of those guys. That's the structure that we put into this to ensure that the comp plan doesn't break. Now, this is a very high-paying comp plan. There has to be structural requirements to protect the comp plan from paying out too much and us going broke. Does that make sense? So we call it Mother Goose. We always protect Mother Goose by putting caps in place to protect the company. And these are very, very doable. Moving on. This is the hybrid. This is the second year, okay? So assuming that somebody comes in and they order a Go kit, their second month they may say, you know, I'm good. I don't want to order another Go kit. I just want to get my order. I want 2 boxes or 4 boxes. That second month order, theoretically, if they're not using it for a status upgrade, goes into the unit level. So all the volume portion of the second tree, and you can see that we pay up to 6 levels on the unit level bonus. And these are the percentages that we pay on the unit level bonus. Now I want to point a couple of things out. When people start out, the average person recruits 2 to 3 people in network marketing. That's a fact, okay? 2 to 3 people. So what companies do is they go, oh, we're going to give you 15% of that. Wow, that sounds exciting. But the real money is down here. Because the 2 that you get, who get 3, who get 3, who get 3, these numbers tend to be down to 2 to 3% when it gets down to your 6th level. Does that make sense? This company splits it. We pay you 10% on these levels, 9%, 8%. So where all the volume is down below, all these people wide are all ordering product, you're picking up a larger percentage. And you need to be cognizant of that when you talk to other people who have home-based businesses. They're going to look at that and scratch their heads because most companies, I've never seen a company offer like this. Very, very lucrative. If you're a diamond, okay, once you achieve diamond status, here's the great thing. Let's say I only have $100 to sign up. I'm feeling really down and blue because I don't have $3,000 to come in. Not a lot of people do. But if I keep on making purchases to get towards the status, once I hit it, I'm going to get 10% payout on all 6 levels of my unit level. Isn't that great? That's exciting because that means I have a strong back end. My front end is spitting out money. Now my back end, the long term, is spitting out money as well. So you have a stable, we call it stable pay structure. Really stable. Again, 8.5-year-old company. Okay, now, if you think about it, will your business stop on 6 levels? No, because people are going to keep sharing your product. And before you know it, many of you will have 100 to 200 levels deep in the next 6 months. I promise you, if you keep working, it'll be 100 deep. So what about all those people? Who gets all the money from your 7th level all the way to 100 if you have 100 levels? Does the company keep it? No. Once you hit the rank of national director, right? The ranks are previous, we showed them to you. You'll pick up a 1% override on anybody on your 7th level to infinity. So think about your 7th level all the way to infinity. Think about 1. Now, 1% may not sound like a lot, but I'm going to tell you, I was with a company, and some distributors came in and they finagled the owner to give them 1.5% of all their volume. You know what those monthly checks were? Those monthly checks were like $180,000 a month. It was crazy, right? Sergey says, look, I'm not just going to give people who come in and ask me. I'm not going to favor the people who make big headlines. I'm going to reward people who hit these 3 ranks. If they can hit those 3 ranks, international director, I'll pay them 1.5% on all their volume below 7 to infinity. Premier director, 2.5%, 7 to infinity. These are astronomical numbers, but I'm going to warn you, don't go to bed thinking about it because you're not going to sleep. Okay. Client bonus. You know, the translation's rough. I swear Sergey said client bonus. So for the first month, I was calling this the client bonus. You like client? It's client bonus. So client bonus is really simple. If you have a website and you share somebody your link, you say, hey, you want to try that product, we'll order them. If they came in and purchased $100 worth of product, you just made $30, right then, boom, right? Deposit right into your back office, paid the next week. Does that make sense? So we pay 30% on all retail sales. Doesn't matter if they order once a month, twice a month, 5 times a month. We're going to pay 30% on all of their orders. Does that sound good? And do you own the forklift? No. Do you own the warehouse? No. But you leverage all of it, right, through the company. The remaining 70%, what happens to that? Okay, that money are converted to points, and they're available for you for product purchases, to use to qualify your status to upgrade to diamond. All of that money counts. So it's a very, very lucrative plan and very, very well balanced. Okay. These are called the ALE bonuses, activity, lifestyle, and entertainment. In a nutshell, if you come in, you have 40 PV, you have 2 people active for a year, the company's going to start giving you some rewards on month 13, right? If they come in January 2020, January 2021, you've been in for 12 months, you're active, you've had 2 active people the whole time. The company's going to start giving you $10 a month. May not sound like a lot, but it's half of the product, right? And most companies don't even bother, they just keep it. So I'm telling you, these are little rewards that really add up. If you think about how big the company is, they're paying out a lot of money in these $10 rewards. They don't have to do it, but they want to do it. 2-star executive basically means you're active, you have 1 left and 1 right. You're going to get a 5% of your average group volume of bonus checks. That front end I showed you with the 2 legs, they're going to pay you 5% average, or it's going to max out at $300 a month. And this is really attainable. If you do the business, you're going to hit that 300. And who couldn't use an extra $300 a month, right? I know I could. I just don't tell my wife about it. Okay, entertainment bonus. So these are what we call hit and hold bonuses. So once your national director hit it and hold it for 2 more months, it's $1,000 a month, right? International director, $2,000 a month. Premier director, $3,000 a month. These are called rate bonuses at some companies. We call them entertainment bonuses. Now I can be entertained for $3,000 a month. You know, think of all the stuff you can do with that. Exciting. All right. Luxury bonuses, I'm not going to go into these very much. Needless to say, good compensation plans always have a higher level for you to strive for, always. And this gets into a realm of things that really aren't in the presentation today, but they include things like being able to own an apartment in Moscow, right? Or an apartment in Germany. That's part of the bonus plan, by the way. If you work hard and get it, you'll get those rewards. There's all kinds of coats and watches and jewels and anyway, lots of stuff. And we're going to get this really quickly. We talk about culture. Did you guys hear Sergey speaking earlier? Did you see his passion? Those of you here? Okay, that's culture. You can't teach that. Most corporate executives are like, yeah, I love my business, man, and I hope we make a lot of money. They're out the door. This guy loves the industry. He loves people. That's why they dress up in timepieces and go to castles and have big parties. I'm going to tell you, I went to some parties in Russia last year that were mind-blowing. I mean, I was on Lake Baikal with a flamethrower and Baikal's in Siberia in February, right? And it was a 24-hour party. It didn't stop. It was interrupted by a few speeches. But I had jugglers, I mean, pop singers. It was crazy. All I'm saying is that Russian people, they really know how to have fun. I couldn't believe how much fun I had. It was so much fun. I don't know. I won't go into it, but it was a lot of fun. These are where these guys are because they love culture, they love people, they love creating it. Okay. I think I'm done. All right, guys. Thank you. I got 5 more minutes in. Okay. So, in order for a company to be successful, they can't be really good at just the product and the comp plan's horrible. You can't do that. It won't last. They can't be good at a really good comp plan and the product's horrible, right? You guys ever been in a company like that? but the money's really good. Man, nobody cares if nobody likes your product. Everything has to be in place. All the components do. So Sergey's made sure. Why? Because he used to be a networker. He knows what it feels like to call people. You guys call people to sign up in this company or any company. You get nervous, right? I used to get so nervous. Sergey's been through it. He knows that you're going to call your friends. You're going to have something worth sharing, right? So all these items, all these categories are covered. So it comes down to really simple. Choose your kit. I like to tell people, sign up where you're comfortable, do what your leaders do, because your leaders have a system for you to succeed with. I'm sure Kelly and Tina have a beautiful system. I know they have weekly calls, they have support team calls. It doesn't matter if you're brand new. Many years ago, I signed up with the company because I thought we could pay off our minivan quicker. And our very first check was $365. I was pretty excited because it was like $2 short of paying for the minivan, right? I was excited. And I remember 3 months into it, I got a check for almost 10 grand. And I was really, really excited. So what I'm here to tell you is not to make income claims, but I'm telling you that timing matters in these companies, that your product matters in these companies, that the comp plan matters in these companies, and that the ownership really matters in these companies. So pick your kit. You can get bigger discounts with bigger kits. Choose where you're comfortable. Remember, if you can't afford the bigger kits, don't worry about it. You can claw your way into it in a matter of weeks just by telling people about your experiences, inviting them to a presentation, an online Zoom, or whatever is going on in your team, and let that do the talking for you. So with that being said, I actually think I'm done this time. Oh, different kits. This is a really great layout of what's in the kits. Who made this?
Specials.
Okay.
Specials.
Yes, the specials happening. Right? So I would really like this.
I did. I'll give it to you.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. I would really like that. The brochures, you guys have seen the brochures? World class. They're really beautiful and really nicely done. We have a team Facebook page, right? It's okay, beautiful. Get on the page, and I'm going to encourage you to share your product testimonials. We have a system called Add, Tag, and Message. You go to the Facebook page and you see thousands of testimonials, hopefully really soon. If I'm talking to somebody, they don't care about me because they know me, right? Oh, whatever. But they care about what Tina's experience is, right? Oh, she had an experience with that. Could you imagine driving somebody to a Facebook page and they can see hundreds of testimonials? That gets them excited. That is third-party validation. It's really, really important to do. So you add them to the page, you tag them on testimonials, and you send them a message, hey, Chris, check out this testimonial. It really does work, and you should utilize it. We've been talking about an app. We are in process right now of making that happen. Everything takes time. The app that we foresee will allow you to operate your whole business from the palm of your hand, wherever you are in the world, as long as you have an internet connection. We want that for you. We want it to be simple, to be fun, and we want to attract millennials, right? We want to attract millennials, and they will come. Okay, am I done yet? Start building your business. Everybody's happy. You know, they're at home. Again, I'll close with this. There's never been a time of so much need as there is today. But there's never been a time of so much opportunity, especially technology-wise, where you can literally sit in your home. And how many of you have seen any of my presentations? A couple of you have? I'm up in my office, right? It's not that nice, but I'm on the computer giving a presentation, and I'm reaching out to thousands of people from my room. Why can't you do the same thing? You can. So there's never been a better time in the economy to reach out to people and share a wonderful opportunity. Thanks for having me tonight. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to introduce, it's my privilege to introduce two gentlemen. I'll talk about Felix first. Felix is the U.S. Market Manager. Okay, he's in charge of all the U.S., but more than that, Felix has his hands in everything in the company to help it be successful. He works with the programmers, he works with the marketing department, he works with the customer service team, he works with all of it. Also, he speaks English and Russian, which is amazing because it's hard to find people who have that skill set. And Felix, gosh, I don't know how he does it. You ever translate for somebody? It's driving me crazy. Sergey started network marketing when he was 17 years old. He loves the industry. He's very driven. I'll tell you something about him. He's got a very good heart. He's very generous, but he's also a very, very good businessman. And he's designed an incredible company, which I believe will number in the millions in the years ahead. So it's my privilege to welcome up Sergey and Felix, welcome to stage.
Снова здравствуйте.
Hi everyone.
Я бы хотел спросить, кто меня видит впервые.
He wanted to ask who sees him the first time.
Поднимите, пожалуйста,
Can
руку.
you raise your hand?
Как вы жили до этого?
Well, how are you living before?
Я думаю, что сегодня у нас действительно что-то необычное произойдет.
Today is a very, very special day.
Я действительно взволнован, наверное, больше, чем каждый из вас.
He's super excited. He's probably more excited than any of you.
Дело в том, что, во-первых, это первая презентация после пандемии.
First of all, this is the first offline presentation during the pandemic.
На встрече несколько часов назад здесь же, в этом доме,
On the meeting a couple hours ago here in this house,
я познакомил лидеров со своей историей.
he shared his story with leaders.
Я рассказал всем, что страсть и любовь к сетевому маркетингу
So the key, and he said that to everyone, that his passion, his love to network marketing
течет в моих венах.
is in his veins.
Я действительно люблю этот бизнес.
He really loves this business.
Я познакомился с ним, когда мне было 17 лет.
He started doing network marketing when he was 17 years old.
В 21 я заработал свой первый миллион.
At the age of 21, he made his first $1 million
В 24 создал компанию APL.
and created an APL company at the age of 24.
Компанию как вызов всей индустрии.
A company as a challenge to the entire industry.
Наверное, впервые компанию новой формации для дистрибьюторов, для людей.
Brand new company that was created for distributors, for people,
Где отношения превыше денег.
where we value relations more than money.
Я считаю APL золотым граалем этой индустрии.
And he believes that APL is one of a kind, it's a special company in the industry.
Во-первых, у нас есть продукт, который работает здесь сейчас.
First of all, we have a product that works immediately.
Достаточно один раз попробовать, чтобы в этом убедиться.
All you have to do is try it once.
То есть продукт, который продает себя сам.
So you don't actually have to do anything to sell the product. It's very easy.
Я так понимаю, здесь огромное количество людей, профессионалов из этой индустрии.
And from what you saw already, there's a lot of people who are professionals in the industry.
Это так?
Is it so?
Yes. Наверное, в каждой компании говорят, что у них хороший продукт.
Well, to be honest with you, every single company says that they have an exclusive and perfect product.
Но действительно, работающий продукт, что-то новое, бывает очень редко в этой индустрии.
But something new is not that often that you can find in the industry.
Очень важный момент, что мы производим продукт сами на свой завод.
A very important part is that we produce this product ourselves. We have our own manufacturer.
То есть мы готовы к мощному большому росту.
So we're capable to produce more product if needed.
И это новая категория товара, которая нужна всем.
And this is a product that creates a new category.
Второе, что отличает APL от многих других компаний,
The second feature that makes us different
это чертовски обаятельный президент.
is the charming president.
Я не просто подумали, что это будет скромный.
Well, he is not shy at the same time,
Это действительно так, я не скромный.
but he really is not.
Но именно в этом и кроется огромный успех.
But that's why he is successful.
Потому что я единственный владелец,
He is the sole owner of the company.
то есть именно я несу ответственность за каждого из вас, за вашу безопасность и легальность.
So he is the only one who is responsible for safety, for your safety, for company's future.
Я думаю, вы сталкивались с тем, что компании продают, они банкротятся, и им начинают выкручивать руки инвестора.
Here in America, you might be often saw a situation when companies taking someone else's money from investors, and then they had to pay their bills, or when the company belongs to multiple owners, at some point they might not agree with what's going on.
В этом вы можете спать спокойно, вы застрахованы.
Well, you don't have to worry about it here.
Потому что компания полностью принадлежит мне, и мы не занимали деньги.
He is the sole owner, and no money were borrowed to establish it.
Ну а говоря о возможностях,
When we talk about the opportunity,
я не могу не подчеркнуть действительно работающий мотивационный маркетинг-план.
well, it's hard not to mention about the compensation plan.
И я с уверенностью могу сказать, что это, пожалуй, лучшее, что видела эта индустрия.
And we can say for sure that this is probably the best compensation plan in the industry.
Я всегда советую взять чистый лист бумаги
Well, you can try just take a sheet of paper
и сравнить маркетинг APL с любым другим известным вам.
and compare APL to compensation plan with any other in the industry.
Одно и то же количество времени мы всегда тратим на рекрутинг,
Exactly the same amount of time that you spend recruiting.
И в разных компаниях за это по-разному платят.
And different companies pay differently for that.
Один и тот же товарооборот можно сделать в APL и в любой другой компании.
The same sales volume you can create in APL and in any other company.
Одно и то же количество продаж для клиентов можно сделать в APL либо в любой другой компании.
Exactly the same amount of customers volume you can create in APL or any other company.
По каждому из этих пунктов плюсы будут в сторону APL.
And you will see how bigger the compensation comes.
В этом я абсолютно уверен.
That is something that we're 100% positive about.
Я полностью в этом уверен, поэтому спокойно говорю это на камеру.
So yeah, you can definitely say that on camera.
Посчитайте сами.
You can just calculate yourself.
А теперь несколько доказательств моим словам.
And some proof of what you were just saying.
Это десятки тысяч долларов с первых недель работы здесь, в Америке.
The most incredible part is the checks that he signed for all leaders who just started with us, literally just 5-6 weeks ago.
То есть только что начинается в Америке.
And we are just started in the United States. We're in the beginning.
Наверное, вы спросите, как так, компании 8,5 лет?
You might ask how is it possible because the company is 8 years old.
Я говорю, да, это же круто.
Well, is that good?
Все это время компания работала с русскоязычным
All
населением.
this time, our company was focused on Russian-speaking communities all over the world.
И за это время мы отточили свое мастерство и профессионализм.
So we learned from different mistakes and we became more professional during this time.
Здесь, в Америке, мы в течение долгого времени готовили запуск.
Here in the United States, it took us a long time to make sure that we're properly ready, that we registered.
Это регистрация, это все разрешения, адвокаты и так далее, сайт.
We spent a lot of time and money with attorneys, making sure that all our websites, all our materials and compensation plans and product labels are compliant.
И только когда мы были готовы, мы сказали, добро пожаловать.
And once we started to be in the United States legally, we said, welcome.
И сейчас мы находимся на этапе такого тихого старта.
So right now we are in the whisper launch,
И, пожалуй, никогда время не было столь важным.
and probably this is the perfect time to start.
То есть мы с вами находимся в то время, когда создаются привилегированные позиции.
Right now, that's when the most privileged positions are being created in the company.
Имея маркетинг-план, который выплачивает в сеть от созданной команды самые большие проценты,
Well, you have a compensation plan that pays out the biggest percentage of created sales volume.
я думаю, вы знакомы с огромным количеством больших лидеров,
You probably know a lot of big leaders
которые могут делать миллионные обороты,
who create millions in sales for their companies,
но получают 2, 3, максимум 5% от созданного товарооборота.
but at the end of the day, they receive 2-3, maximum 5% out of the total sales volume that they created.
У нас минимум 12%
In our company, it starts from 12% about
от созданного товарооборота.
out of the sales volume that you created.
Не открытых баллов, а от денег.
Not of the hidden points or other tricks, but out of money.
Те люди, кто вас пригласил, я думаю, детально расскажут вам маркетинг-план.
People who invited you can explain you the compensation plan a little further.
Я не знаю, принято у вас показывать здесь свои чеки или нет.
He's not sure if it's in the United States to show the checks that other people's made.
В Европе постоянно показывают свой бэк-офис, показывают свои заработки, и они просто колоссальные.
In Europe, our distributors, they pretty often in their presentation, they just open their back office and they just show their commissions.
А здесь все только начинается.
But here, everything is about to start.
Несмотря на это, уже за несколько недель тысячи новых партнеров.
But here, just within several weeks, we have thousands of new associates.
Потому что пазлы сложились идеально.
Just because all the puzzles were solved perfectly at this moment.
В начале февраля
In the beginning of February,
мы сделаем большое грандиозное событие.
we're going to create a huge launch event.
Для того, чтобы вам немножечко увидеть мое видение,
And he wanted to share his vision with you.
я предлагаю путешествовать вам на нашем сайте или на канале YouTube.
He would like to invite you to our website and our YouTube channel.
Потому что сегодня вы услышали много всего хорошего и интересного.
Because you heard a lot of interesting things today.
Но лучше все проверить и убедиться самому лично.
But it's better to see with your own eyes what we've gone through.
Я предлагаю вам убедиться в том, что мы действительно ненормальная компания.
We are a crazy company, but in a good way.
Мы действительно ненормальная компания.
We are crazy.
И мы умеем делать события.
And we love making events.
И поверьте, открытие Америки,
And believe us, the opening of American market,
оно будет очень грандиозным, когда я рассказал Феликсу.
it's going to be huge. And when he shared that with me,
он испугался.
Well, I was a little scared
Потому что однажды он видел масштабы, как мы делаем события.
because I'm familiar with how they did that in other markets, in other countries, and it's going to be huge.
Я предлагаю вам посмотреть самим на нашем сайте или на канале YouTube.
And you can see that with your own eyes on our YouTube channel, videos of our previous events.
А что это значит для вас?
What does that mean to you?
Вы находитесь в компании, которая 100% обречена на успех.
Well, you are in a company that is obligated to be successful.
Потому что все, что необходимо для успеха, есть.
Because we have everything that it takes.
И все только создается с вами.
And we need you to create it together with us.
И для меня сегодня большая честь
And he's honored
стоять здесь перед вами,
to be there in front of you,
чтобы подвести небольшие итоги.
to highlight where we at right now.
Вы уже знакомы с организаторами сегодняшнего события, с нашими мастер-дистрибьюторами.
You already know people who organize this event, our master distributors, Tina and Kelly.
Люди, которые с первых дней ворвались и показали мощные рекорды с вами, с вашей командой.
Those who started from day one and just broke all the possible records with you.
Но сегодня пришло время познакомить вас еще с одними мастер-дистрибьюторами.
We also wanted to introduce you to two more master distributors.
И я бы хотел, чтобы вы все поприветствовали,
So we would like you to pause
потому что это исторический момент,
because this is a big moment
когда большой лидер заявляет открыто.
when a big leader announced openly.
И я думаю, всем будет интересно, почему принято такое решение.
And I believe that all of you might be interested to know why they made this
Я бы
decision.
хотел, чтобы вы поприветствовали еще одну семейную пару.
We would like you to applause to another family couple,
Трэвис и Саммер Флэш.
Travis and Summer Flaherty's.
Привет.
Felix, I think you can switch. They can't hear online. Can you switch?
Добро пожаловать.
Travis, Summer, welcome to the family.
Я бы хотел, чтобы сегодня у вас был такой некий, некая первая такая презентация публичная.
He wanted to be a part of your first public presentation when you announce.
Я хочу, чтобы вы запомнили этот момент,
And we want you to remember this moment
потому что жизнь уже никогда не будет прежней.
because life will never be the same.
Я, как президент основатель компании, гарантирую одно:
He, as the owner and the founder of the company, can guarantee you
вы со мной не соскучитесь.
you will never get bored with him.
Почему вы в APL, скажите?
Just tell everyone why you are with APL.
Well, first of all, when we first saw this product, I was super interested because it's unlike anything we ever have seen before. And many of you might know that I am an herb junkie. I love healthy products, and I'm always constantly looking for ways to get good products into my children, into the people that I love. You can go to my home and open my cupboards, and you will be able to see tons of different herbs and amazing products. And when I saw this product and I found out that it was family friendly and good for the whole family, and that when I looked at the ingredients and I saw how many ingredients that I know and love in the herbal family, and how I'm just a huge proponent of herbs and just doing things, simple things daily in order to keep your body healthy. And I love this product so much. And I was like, if this is possible and this is real, and they can actually make this drop, I was like, how do these drops taste this good? I don't know. How is this possible? My kids eat them. For me, this is such a huge thing because you can have the best products in the world, but if you don't take them and they stay on your shelf or they stay in your cupboard, then they're not doing anybody any good. Because you have to be able to take them consistently on a daily basis for them to even have any good long-term effects in your body. So I felt like this was an amazing product that I could get behind because the ingredients are so incredible. The technology is incredible, and the negative ion technology, that's incredible. That's something that I personally loved, taking products that have that. I search for water that has that. I'm very, that's something that's very important to me. So I've never seen a product like this before that incorporated herbs, which I am a huge fan of, and I use those daily in my daily life with my family of all ages. And then the negative ion technology married together, I was like, there's no way these are going to be able to taste it. When Kari sent me them, and then I took them, I was like, what? This is crazy. How are these so good and so good for you? And so I was sold from that moment forward. And so I'm just super grateful that there's actually an incredible game plan behind this so people can be healthy and give this to everybody in their family from all ages. And they can actually take this opportunity to make money and be able to not only be healthy, but wealthy as well. So that's for me personally. And then I have to add that after I met Sergey and Felix, because I was like, okay, who are the owners now? You know, like, what kind of people are they? And that's really important to me. Through our personal journey, I've experienced that you can have the best products, but if the people behind them and the company, the owner behind them is making bad decisions or doing things that aren't pro for the field, that can really change a lot of things. And I feel like we've personally experienced some of this a lot in our history. So when I met Sergey and Felix, I was just, I love that Sergey said that he's going to be the sole owner and I loved his story. And so for me, I just felt like everything fit together. And I hope that we didn't discuss who was going to talk about what, but I just wanted to talk about what I felt. And I know that Travis will fill in all the blanks for what he felt. But for me, those things were really important. And I wanted to be with a company that had the field in mind and did care and wanted the field to be successful. And I wanted someone who was going to be the distributor's biggest cheerleader. And I feel like that is what we have in Sergey, and Felix is amazing, and I'm so grateful for both of you. But I feel like Sergey does care, and I feel like I'm sure many of you can see just from experiencing him in front of you right now that you can see his joy and you can see his excitement and his love of the business and his love of the product and his love of the people. And I think that's really important. So for me, those are the reasons why I felt like APL Go really touched me, and I felt like I wanted to be involved. And I don't know, Travis, what?
Well, first I want to say thank you to Kari. Kari and I worked together 10 years ago. We were co-master distributors for the company, and I think that this is a very important lesson to all of us. Is that I think from the outside looking in, most people would have thought that Summer and I were not available or approachable, but you just never know when the timing shifts for someone. You never know when, something is going on in their lives where they are thinking maybe it's time for a change. And Kari reached out at the right time for Summer and I. And, I will tell you guys that, weeks prior to that, we had been praying about some very difficult decisions that we were contemplating. And it was interesting how Kari reached out to us and said, listen, there's this company that is 8.5 years old. They've generated over $250 million in revenue. They've got close to 290,000 distributors, and get this, they're all in Russian-speaking communities. And he went on to tell me about how this amazing owner had moved his family to the United States, and that they had been preparing the USA market for the previous year and a half, and that they were getting ready to kick off their Whisper campaign. And when we heard all of that, I got to tell you, it created some curiosity, because the best part about this is nobody has ever heard the name APL Go before. How often do you hear of an opportunity that is 8.5 years old? They've generated over $100 million in revenue this year, and yet they're just getting started here in the United States. And so for me, one of the things that I loved was that this wasn't a startup company. Those of you that have been through a startup before know that it can be painful, right? It can be excruciating. And sometimes, you burn some relationships through that process. And so for me, I loved the fact that they had that foundation, that history. The second thing is I believe that 2020 has changed a lot of us, and the world has changed. And I believe that it's very important that we have products that are appropriately priced in the marketplace. I believe that, when you are working with products that are, $150, $200 auto ships every single month, or $400 a month for a couple to be on a product, that's a tough sale in this economy. When I found out that there was a 40 PV requirement, $50 a month, I got to tell you, I got excited about that, because when you look at the landscape of the industry, what you see right now, the companies that are flourishing, the companies that are doing really, really well, are 100 PV or less type of products. The other thing that I I can go on and on here, is the simplicity of the product. Success in network marketing looks like duplication. Duplication comes from simplicity. And when you have a product that's this simple, easy to share, I love sampling programs. You want to go explode your business? Call 100 of your friends, tell them that you're launching a business, tell them that you want to send them a free gift. Does anybody say no to free gifts, first of all? Put a little sticky on that little box or on the little sample that you send them that says, text me as soon as you've got this. You'll get a text the minute that they get it in the mail. You know what? As soon as they text you, you know what you do? You call them because you know the phone is in their hand. You know what you say to them? You're not going to believe what people are saying about this little drop. Let me add you this fruit so you can see. That is what explodes in organizations. When you have simplicity, you have the right pricing, something called velocity marketing happens. Velocity marketing is where you go from no one knowing about it to everyone knowing about it in a very short period of time. And my friends, I'm going to tell you, that is what is about to happen here. We're truly honored to be co-master distributors with two fantastic leaders. Ian and Kelly, you guys are truly amazing at what you do. We're excited to be collaborating. We're excited to be working with each and every one of you guys. This is truly the beginning of something special. You know, I was looking around here tonight. This is truly day one. Like, this is day one of a whisper campaign of us coming together here. And I'll say it, what I said this summer is I've just got a gut feeling about this. I've got a gut feeling that I know this is going to go, no pun intended. And
Pun intended, right?
you know what? The more that we were around it, the more excited that I got. And then we had an opportunity to spend some time together. And that really was what sealed the deal in my heart, was getting to know these guys right here. You know, watching him and just, you know, we were at dinner and he said something to me. You know, here's a guy who has 290,000 distributors in his company, generated over $250 million in sales, and he's sitting at dinner with us one night. You know what he says to us? He says, this is a big moment for us. And I just looked at Felix and I almost got emotional. He did get emotional. He said, you know, this is what we've worked so hard for our entire lives, is to be able to come here to America and to be able to launch this company and to attract, you know, the professional networkers and to really build this up in the USA. And here I'm sitting here going, this guy's done hundreds of millions of sales, and he's saying this to us here. And that's just the kind of guy that he is. And that really pierced our heart. And so don't want to speak too much longer, but want to say thank you very, very much. We are honored, and we could not be more excited about this opportunity. So, and it's lucky we can be out in the open now as well. So,
Thank you, guys.
Да, сегодня действительно невероятный день.
Yes, today is really, really a big day.
Я давно мечтал снова вернуться в поля.
It was his dream to come back to the fields and to be able to communicate directly with people.
Я скажу честно, пандемия, она вот здесь уже сидит.
And pandemic, and he's so tired of the pandemic, of being at home all the time.
Я устал работать через Zoom, через интернет.
Tired to work over Zoom, over.
Я люблю сцену, я люблю людей.
He likes people, he likes being on the stage.
На мой взгляд, ничто не заменит живого общения, когда ты можешь каждому заглянуть в глаза.
Nothing compares to live communication when you can actually feel people, you can look them in the eyes.
Потому что много можно рассказывать о том, что такой прекрасный руководитель.
Because you can tell a lot of beautiful things about the owner online.
Ну, лучше один раз видеть. На самом деле, я хочу поблагодарить еще двух людей,
He also wanted to say thank you for
благодаря которым сегодняшний день пойдет в историю,
creating this event for everyone.
благодаря которым я сегодня чувствую себя как никогда.
Because of you guys, it feels so special today.
Это люди, которые с первых дней приняли решение стартовать.
Those are the people who made the decision to start from day one.
Наши мастер-дистрибьюторы Келли и Тина.
Our master distributors, Tina and Kelly.
Спасибо вам большое за организацию сегодняшнего события. Выходите, пожалуйста, сюда. Эти аплодисменты вам.
Thank you so much for organizing this event. This part of you, please.
I feel like this is the easiest decision we ever made, ever. In our 13 years in this industry, and Kelly's even longer in this industry, you know, there's things you learn to look for. There's red flags, there's green check marks, and if there's more green check marks than red flags, you're kind of lucky, right? Well, in this company, we kept going, where's the red flag? Like, it's got to be somewhere. So we called a bunch of friends. We called Ruth. We called Curry. We're like, look into this even further. Find us some red flags, right? Who doesn't love when their friends say, find me the fault, right? Because there's always, and we couldn't find one. And the more we delved in and the more excited we got, we called up and said, you know what, I think we're really interested in pursuing this. And they said, well, we'll be in Scottsdale tomorrow. I said, are you in Russia? He said, no, we're in Florida. And they booked a flight, came here, looked us in the eye, spent time with us, made us feel so important and special, told us their vision for the U.S., asked us to lock arms with them, make it happen. And we were like, yeah, that was an offer we just couldn't refuse. We're so excited about this company. Clearly, 2020 started out really bad for just everybody. And I gotta say, it's been the most exciting 8 weeks now that I can remember in the last 20 years of my life, to be honest.
And I'll just say the most exciting part about it is not that we're winning, it's that the team is winning. And, a lot of people count on Tina and I to do good in a lot of things, anything we do, really. People just count on that. But I think what makes the biggest difference so far is that everybody is winning. I invite you not to hesitate. Hesitation is going to keep you doing the same thing you did yesterday, last week, last year, last decade. This is truly life-changing for so many people, and so many people are on their knees right now begging for an answer to pull them out of the circumstances they're in, both health and with their finances. There's never a better time, and I think all of us can come together and help so many people as well as help each other, and that's already proven itself here on this team. And I'm so excited to see people winning that I've never seen win before. They struggled just like I did, and we've all been trying to figure it out, and man, we've landed here, and it's just been phenomenal with the results we're getting on all levels. So, if you're listening to this for the first time tonight, don't think too long, don't think too hard, because this train is moving, and it's moving at a whisper campaign like I've never seen anything go. The industry has been waiting for this, people out there waiting for this, and we can all make a difference. So I invite us all to do that. And if you need any help with any questions you have, there's all kinds of leaders in this room that can help you out with that, so we can get you to a place where you're comfortable and you're ready to rock and roll with us.
So we're so grateful to be here. Thank you, Felix.
Thank you.
Sergey. We love you so much. So we know Sergey has a special announcement, so we're going to go, but after they're finished, we're going to open up some wine.
Я все интересно приготовил в конце.
Yeah, he set something up for you in the end.
Okay, so we're going to stay and answer any questions you have. So thank you all for coming. I'm going to turn it back to you guys.
Большое спасибо. Я продолжу.
Yeah, and he'll continue.
У меня есть еще одна просьба поблагодарить одного человека.
He also wanted to thank one person.
К этому мы вернемся чуть позже.
We'll come back to it a little later.
Я хочу объявить промоушен,
He would like to announce the promotion, the new promotion,
который взбудоражит каждого.
that will make you even more excited.
Дело в том, что я люблю необычные вещи,
Well, he likes unusual stuff for the industry.
так, чтобы мой приезд запомнился.
So he wants you to memorize his visit.
И каждый из вас захотел меня пригласить в свою команду, собрав большой зал в своем городе,
So
в своем
maybe each of
регионе.
you would like to invite Serge in the future to your hometown to meet your team,
Зная, что я могу что-то неординарное объявить.
because he might announce something interesting for you especially.
Это специальное предложение действует ровно одну неделю.
The special offer is only valid for 1 week.
Для партнеров, которые примут решение стартовать именно профессионально в бизнесе.
For those who would like to start in this business as professionals.
То есть предложение действует не для клиентов, а именно для партнеров.
So it's not for customers, it's for partners, for associates.
Мы даем дополнительно презентационный продукт.
We give away a lot of free products that you can use for presentations, for sharing.
Неважно, на 200, 400 или 600 примут решение стартовать.
Doesn't matter if you would decide to start with $200, $400, or $600.
Мы даем дополнительно 25% продукта для презентации, то есть подарок бесплатно.
We'll give away 25% of this order for free extra.
И партнеры, которые хотят стартовать профессионально на большие пакеты, 1100 или 3000.
If someone would like to start as professionals for $1,800 or $3,000 packages,
Причем не обязательно полностью своими деньгами, это можно использовать за счет клиентов.
and you don't have to pay everything with your own money, you can resell this product easily.
50% продуктов подарок.
We offer 50% of the product for free,
Но только 2 дня.
but only for just next 2 days.
Пока я нахожусь здесь, в Фениксе,
While Sergey is still here in Phoenix,
для всех вас и ваших команд
for all of you and for all your teams,
действует просто невероятно щедрое предложение.
we even made it more generous.
100% продукта для презентаций.
100% of free product for presentations on top of your purchase.
То есть партнер покупает на 3, а получает на 6000.
So if you purchase $3,000 worth of product, you receive $6,000 worth of product at the end.
Не упустите этот шанс.
So that sounds really interesting.
А теперь на благодарность
And now we wanted to thank
человеку, который непременно войдет в историю.
a person who will definitely be in the history.
Человек, который, возможно, станет тем самым лидером, который поднимет над своей головой многомиллионный чек уже на десятилетие
He's
компании.
definitely going to be one of those people who will raise $1 million a month check on our 10th anniversary.
Человек, который нашел сегодня время оказаться здесь, в этом зале.
A person who find time to be with us here at this venue.
Благодарность человеку, который находится сейчас на вашем месте.
We wanted to thank everyone who are sitting in those seats.
Благодарю каждого из вас за ваше время.
Thank you, everyone that
Я
provided
счастлив быть
time.
вместе с вами.
We are happy to be here with you.
Храни вас Господь. До новых встреч. Пока-пока.
God bless you and see you really soon. Bye-bye.
So again, hey, thanks for coming tonight, and again, thank you, Kelly and Gina. Let's give them a hand for me. So what we're doing right now is there's a media board in the back. If you guys want to take a picture with Sergey and Felix, you're welcome to, but there's some rules, okay? Because there are a lot of people, so we want to limit it to one picture a person. And please have your cameras ready to go, and we just kind of want to make this a fun, quick process, and go ahead and get your pictures. I think it's something that you're going to enjoy having, so thank you. You can line up there, and Sergey will come up.